Welcome to Let's Get On With It. This is a channel update for June 2024. I accomplished less than I had been considering when I made the May channel update. Having said that, at this point in time, I've grown accustomed to ebbs and flows in my energy, as well as availability, and what life events can do to my mood for playing video games, so I'm unsurprised by what's happened. It is notable for me. What we got done was more Stardew Valley after the channel update. We got some 100% orange juice with friends. I've done 2 cooperative sessions with Lethal Feline, Mysterious JG, and Zerfall. There is a session that I just did with Lethal and Zerfall while JG was away that I haven't gotten around to splicing and uploading yet because I wasn't sure whether I wanted to. That's less co-op and more us trying out the bounty hunting thing. And I will probably do that. I've just been hesitating on it due to events and what have you. And we got started on the dark side of Zine and playing through that. And there's still plenty more left to go in Dark Side of Zine. I intend, after this update video, to record another session of playing through the Dark Side of Zine. I'm still having fun with the game, still enjoying it. There's plenty more to go in it for those of you who are along with the ride. Stardew Valley, there absolutely is plenty more to go along with it. I have slowed down on recording the playthrough on my end, but I knew that was a possibility and prepared for that so far in advance. Video publishing, the 26th of fall, is about to publish. If you take a look at the playlist, you'll see there's some considerable length there still. Plenty more to go as I am exploring Stardew Valley version 1.6. Still deeply satisfied by the video game and my decision to record myself playing the video game. An exploration of not just the video game and a demonstration of its various effects and mechanics, but also of myself. I will note that my brain is sharper these days. Not right now. Less so. But I have had fewer headaches. I've changed the times at which I take medications. I've actually put my nighttime medications on daytime and my daytime on nighttime. And that has actually done things for me, which has turned out to be pretty well. I've certainly noticed it in the broadcasting I have done this month. Besides Stardew Valley and Dark Side of Zine with 100% orange juice, I have done a little broadcasting this month. One was in the middle of the month of a modified Shadowrun, not in the sense that I was playing Shadowrun 2058, that mod hack, but I edited Shadowrun for the Sega Genesis to make me a Hellhound sprite and fucked around. You can see there very faintly that Joshua is actually the goodest boy. I don't intend to upload this to YouTube. There have been a number of Shadowrun runs where I've just highlighted them and never transferred them over to YouTube, so that's nothing new, but it'll be preserved there. You can see here the Dungeon Man's, Tourist Man, Mono Perk stuff. Dungeon Man's was something I intended to record the post-game for, and I sat down to, get some of that recording done, and I admit I had a moment where I was like, what am I doing here? Is this worth my time? And once that popped into my head, I couldn't provide a definitive answer to yes, so I stopped. I still want to show off the various post-game elements, from your pig farm to the kobold and commander stuff, the scrollbold stuff, I should say, which I didn't do in the Fighter Man's run from early last year. But the 500 or so proofs of Dimph, the fake proofs that I needed for like the Amaranth stuff, and I'll talk more about that when I actually do that video. that became time consuming. So I put that aside for now. It will probably get done in July, but I can't guarantee that. What I will say is that I have, in this last week of June, broadcasted Daggerfall. I wanted to explore a Daggerfall Unity. I hadn't played it since last year. Since the last time I played it, Inner Karma officially gave 1.0 for Daggerfall Unity, and I stepped away from it to pursue other projects. The Daggerfall workshop community in full is now doing like community patching for it, for mod support, for patching out some bugs, for the ability to put the damn thing on a USB stick instead of installing it onto a computer, stuff like that. I explored it. We did find some jank and bugs along the way, which was fairly entertaining. And last night I started a potential new run because I actually thought of a new run. I might not broadcast it anymore. May leave it alone for another year or what have you. But I also might very well. 2 years back, there was a Summer of Daggerfall where a couple hundred hours of Daggerfall Unity got played and broadcasted and then transferred over to YouTube. And the Exploring Daggerfall Unity run for version 1.1.1, where there's no conducts, just cozy, that will likely be pulled over. Should any other runs get completed, they will get pulled over as well. This understandably has eaten up time that I would be spending for recording video games, such as Dungeon Mans or any other projects I was looking to do. And hell, it's also eaten a little bit into like time, like that I could be spending playing, say, Dark Side of Zine. Still, like I've gotten sessions of those out. I don't feel as if I have neglected that at all. There have been some time breaks between them, longer than what we had for the Clouds of Zine, but it's gotten done pretty well. And will continue. It's definitely going to continue in July, and I anticipate continuing into August as well, given the length of the game, and also given that after finishing Dark Side, I will have the World of Zine stuff that I will be taking care of there too. Yeah, so that's what's happened this month, and that's what to look forward to in July. More Stardew Valley, more World of Zine, at least some more orange juice of the 100% variety, and whatever form that takes as we shift away from co-op and into a bit of competition. I can't swear to doing any, like several more sessions of it, nor can I swear to us for playing any other games and me recording them beyond that. But those elements are there. I've mentioned this in the prior 2 update videos, but we also have Potionomics on Lethal Feline's channel. I will link that again in the video description here. We've been on break due to poor health on his part, and last week during a potential recording session, I got interrupted by life events, so I was unable to be available. But we're in the late portion of that video game, and more of that will get done there too. For more information, consult the link in the video description. And probably some more broadcasts. No Cooks Are Delicious 3 ended up getting played this month either, but it could very well be looking that Daggerfall could be happening. In fact, more of it would have happened last night were it not for a summer storm. As for my time and availability, there have been some, like me, I've been doing all right. Elements around me have been suffering quite a bit, which have just caused some strain in my mental focus and energy, vehicular issues, animal health issues, family health issues, and this past Thursday, a component of my central air unit broke and has been ordered to be replaced, and it will probably arrive before July 4th, but it might also arrive the week after, which has resulted in no air conditioning for At least no central air conditioning for most of the house. This room has its wall-mounted air conditioner, so it's remained reasonably cool as the sweltering South Carolina summer sun beats down. But the rest of the house has definitely suffered. Of course, these houses, unlike the European houses, have been designed with ceiling fans and considerations for central air and how we'd keep cool. And we definitely have portable fans. And we had one portable air conditioner unit. We got a second one because that first one is pretty old, older than a few of my viewers. Got that in 2008? Yeah, 2008. Fucker is 16. Yeah, we got a new one. It's to try and protect the animals. We have some old ones. Got a bird who is definitely older than a good number of my viewers. 3 decades plus. And then the dog and the cat. And 2 members of the household who are residing in a sheeted off 2-room area of the house. Windows are covered by styrofoam and cardboard to protect against the sun, to keep things dark and cool as can be. But, you know, life happens. This, by the way, not a complaint. I know how to deal with the summer sun, just a fact of life. I definitely have it better than quite a few number of people with some income, disposable money, the opportunity to acquire these things and survive. And hey, we actually have those things. The ability to open up our windows and put hoses out into the world. Quite a number of folks do not have these creature comforts. Just time consuming and energy consuming, both for the electricity bill and mentally speaking. That's that. Next month, though, I am definitely looking to do as much as I am doing right now, video game recording-wise, if not more. There's not been a whole lot of gaming I have done outside of what I have recorded and broadcasted for the channel. Stardew Valley I have played with friends that has not been recorded, but not a whole lot of exploration of video games beyond that. It's, you know, I'm certainly not the only person this has happened to, but I don't like that being so. Still, it has happened. Sign up to experience the best of Grimith. Chat, follow, or subscribe. Twitch is your oyster. Twitch has been a fucking pain in the ass. For the time being, I am going to continue remaining on broadcasting on Twitch, but recent changes that they have made and really things they have done over the past year, and not specifically just this past month, have soured me on the service to where I am open to even broadcasting on YouTube, even though I like keeping my local and live stuff separate. 2 different audiences. Like, they're not entirely different, but there is some separation there. Power-ups are a new thing on Twitch that were hot dropped shadow-wise, just woo, right as people were broadcasting. Power-ups spend bits as opposed to channel points. They cannot be disabled. You can change the price, but you cannot change the fact that they are there for affiliates and partners, nor can you change their location. They're always going to be there above any channel point rewards. To that end, I've disabled every other channel point reward I have except for one, which is just a waste of channel points, so that this is demonstrated. And I've set the power-ups to be the maximum cost that they can be, so you can't accidentally click on them and spend things and think maybe they're like channel points. No, it's bits, and you actually have to have 10,000 bits on hand, which translates into $100 for me, but you buying that many bits, it would cost more than that. Yeah, that's been souring. There's just been some other things. It's definitely not going to be Facebook broadcasting. It's almost certainly not going to be Kick broadcasting. Other services, no. Just, we're giving it some thought. And apparently, since I'm broadcasting Daggerfall again, I'm feeling all right with continuing to broadcast. It's a different experience, local and live. I've talked about this a number of times, not just in my update videos, but local and live footage. And over the course of my time with Let's Get On With It, the pendulum swings, you know, to emphasize one direction or the other. So I think that covers what I've done and what I intend to do next month. With any other extra bits getting sprinkled in, I have no promises or guarantees on that front. I would not wish to raise anyone's hopes. A Discord server I have had open for several years can keep you abreast of when I'm broadcasting notifications. Discord.gg/Grimith. This is not like a hyper-active place. It is merely to facilitate, as it has been for the past 7 years, communication with viewers, given the difficulties with YouTube comment interactions, as well as live stream interactions. My stance on that remains the same, even after all this time. So even though I don't engender a whole lot of conversation and interaction with what I have there, it exists. I enjoy it. I am no longer a Discord partner and haven't been for a few years, but I still enjoy the service all the same. And competitors to it have, well, Gilded I had tried out. But Gilded got bought by Roblox a few years back, and recently they pushed that they were going to be getting rid of separate Gilded accounts, that you would have to have a Roblox account moving forward in order to use Gilded. So even though it's like a Discord competitor, and even though it says like the Gilded staff say like it's going to still be servicing like these various like video gaming related interests, it's more like a Roblox thing. Discord still serves my purposes, and I don't like strongly feel against it. I will say this year though, past spring has been the first time I've gotten into modifying Discord, which I hadn't been previously, to change its presentation. And that's worked pretty well for me. Vencord, specifically, is what I have used. VENCORD, but I know a number of folks use better Discord. All right. That covers our non-corporate Grimith elements, I suppose. Looks at time of update video. Nods. It's been that kind of meandering lazy river style update. As opposed to Spitfire. Okay, we have the Patreon update video insults to go through, which are really not actually insults. These folks have voluntarily, for multiple months, chosen to sacrifice their money like the dumb sons of bitches they are, and we're here to read out some fucking names because they deserve it. Clap, 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 clap. Okay. At the top, we have Applejack, then Zachary McKinley. Vic is a bad shot. Tiny Shopkeeper. Kalen. Pork and Beans. Necrolo2. Note those names after Applejack are characters, our party in World of Zine. We have Chris Van Beers. Abhorson. Putero. Nexus Nemesis. Magenta Wolf. Zier. Luke Butkus. Shaman. Crazy MLC. Alexi Zalo. Zoran. Green Doom Guy. Maxwell Damage, Trash Panda 420, a Mike Pence, Augusto de Oliveira, RM Lightning, Brandon Schneider, Eric Adams, Eroding Sun, Azor Rain, Allowan 1980, MD Core, and Tangled String. Kitschy Trinket postcards remain a category. I get those sent out before the middle of the month. I give some time for like processing things to make sure that all of like the accounting on Patreon's end or your credit card's end goes through. I sit down, write them out, stamp them, and ship them. Some folks have reported enjoying them. That's good. Glad you're getting some kitschy trinket that you find of value for your purposes. That text there remains the same. Postcards are back and more valueless than ever. I discontinued them during the pandemic due to concerted interest on the behalf of local government to send non-essential mail. So that was included in that. But hey, $15 a month. That does cover the cost of stamps and postcards and my time spent writing. The U.S. cards get U.S. postal, like postcard stamps. The global ones, though, those get big ticket stamps. All right. That covers that. All right, 20 minutes. I'm fucking done. Later.